Hello, everyone, and good evening on this beautiful Thanksgiving evening. I thought it'd be appropriate to come on tonight because we need to say thank you to God for everything that He's been giving us all. And I just want to say that I'm living amazed and with all His blessings. And that's why I'm on tonight. It's been quite a while. I just can't see. I went through one of my down things. Just I couldn't get back on, and if I have to force myself to come on, I don't think that's right. So, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to say a Thanksgiving prayer, a prayer of thank you, thanks. I don't have anything prepared. I'm just going to say it right now with all of you, and I'd like you all to pray with me. I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but you'll be able to watch this show, and you can pray with me. And Lord, I just want to thank you for taking care of my family, my brothers and sisters, and anybody that I've been acquainted with for all this time in their lives. I want to thank you for all the provisions, food, shelter, clothing, prosperity, everything we need to live and live abundantly. I want to pray for all those who aren't so I don't know how to put this, Lord, that are homeless and going through poverty and stuff right now. I pray that they found somewhere to go today and receive some food and clothing and shelter or whatever their needs may be. And I pray that their lives change for them and they start living with you, Lord. Also, I'd like to say thank you for people who watch this show and that your support is very important to me. God asks that you just keep on touching everyone's heart to come to Jesus. Help show them the way, and help me show them how to get started. And I give thanks again, Lord, for everything that you've been doing for us in our lives. Your healing, your comfort, your peace, and your joy, and your kindness, Lord. I thank you, Lord. We thank you, Lord, for all these things. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. Tonight, not just because it's Thanksgiving, because I haven't been on for a month or so, and I want to do communion. I want to do the Last Supper. I want to read straight from 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Okay, wait, hold on. I just want to start with 1 Corinthians 11, verse 23. I'm live here. If you want to send in a comment, I got my comments on. You can go ahead and comment, and I'll see the comments come up, and I'll be able to read them and answer you back either live or I'm not going to be typing a lot, so I can answer you back live. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start on 1 Corinthians 11. I'm going to take my time here. It's Thanksgiving. We're not going to get in a hurry. We're going to have, before I get into the communion or the Lord's Supper, we're going to have some music. I'm going to do a little bit of a song that I've been working on. I did this before. This is a song that all I have is chords so far. The rhythm, and a little finger picking, and I think I got the chords for the verse and the chorus and maybe a bridge and then back to verse or chorus or whatever. But I think I got all the chords now. I got them now. I'm going to arrange where those things go, the verse, chorus, and bridges and stuff, and then I'll hopefully have some words. And I'd like if I can get people to help me with some words. It's called Jesus was born the King or our King. I'm not sure which yet. Jesus was born our King. Jesus was born King. I think it's a Jesus was born King, and he still is King. He still is King. He's living in here now, still showing us the way and guiding us. That we can turn to him for advice. We can pray to him to help us through anything at all. All right, I just want to say that. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at 1 Corinthians 11. This is going to be Jesus talking pretty soon, and I'll let you know when. Oh, well, it'll say when. Okay, 1 Corinthians 11, verse 23. For I received from the Lord that which I also delivered to you, that the Lord Jesus, on the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. Remember, Judas betrayed him on the same night this Last Supper happened. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "Take, eat." We just heard my prayer of thanks. We gave thanks. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "Take, eat." There's the bread. He broke it and passed it around. Over here, disciples, over here. Broke it. And then, I guess the disciples probably took it, broke it, and passed the loaf down. But anyway, that's not the thing here. But here we go. Take, eat. Now Jesus is talking. This is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Now, we're going to eat the bread now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. In the same manner, he took the cup after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. This do as often as you drink it." This do as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. Okay. Let's go. Let's move on now. Number 26, 1 Corinthians 11, number 26. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death till he comes. Okay. Number 27. Therefore, whoever eats this bread or drinks this cup of the Lord in an unworthy manner will be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. That means, to me, an unworthy manner is you're not really believing in Christ. You're not believing in Jesus, and you're just going through the motions and, okay, I did it. Everybody else is doing it, and I did it, and I don't really know what's going on. I might not even really care if you're doing it in an unworthy manner. You'll be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord, and I don't think that's a good place to be. Okay? Number 28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of the bread and drink of the cup. That's kind of what I was saying. Let a man, you, me, men, women, children, that understand a little bit about what's going on here. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of the bread and drink of the cup. Number 29. For he who eats and drinks in an unworthy manner eats and drinks judgment to himself, not discerning the Lord's body, not understanding that the bread represents his body, don't remember him. The drink, wine, represents his blood, new covenant in his blood. For he who eats and drinks in an unworthy manner eats and drinks to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Let's see who was on the phone. Uh-oh. Darn it. Okay. Oh, Roy just read my thing. Okay. Eats and drinks judgment to himself if you do it in an unworthy manner, not discerning the Lord's body. Okay, number 30. For this reason, many are weak and sick among you, and many sleep. I've gone through this several times before, and I think that for this reason, many are weak and sick among you. That's pretty heavy right there. It really is, because for this reason, many are sick among you and many sleep. I mean, the way I'm taking that is sick is meaning any kind of sickness, illness, disease, afflicting your body, your health, or spiritually sick. And I mean, we use the word sick, spiritually sick would mean maybe you haven't accepted the Lord yet, and maybe you have so much negative going on in you, and you need to do something about that. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, probably in this show, about the gospel of Christ, and we'll just talk a little bit about getting saved and the gospel. But this is not what this program's about, but we'll probably cover a little bit of it. Okay, and many sleep. Okay, for this reason, many are weak and sick. We talk about diseases and being spiritually, ill, and you can be spiritually ill. Believe me. All right. I think I was spiritually ill for a long time. You know what? I feel so much better in my life now. I mean, it's amazing how much better you feel when you're walking with Jesus. It's overwhelming sometimes that you just feel like you got that. It's not a crutch. It's more like a comfort and secure that you have in your life. Anyway, let's go on. Number 31, and many sleep. And I think sleep means dead, but I'm not positive on that. I think in many sleep. I mean, I don't know what else it would mean, but you can look up 1 Corinthians 11, verse 31. Let's go to 30. Okay, let's go to, no, that was 30. 31, for if we judge ourselves, we would not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened by the Lord, that we may not be condemned with the world. Okay, see, I looked that up for us all before, chastened by the Lord. Gosh, what did that, I know what it means, but put in line by the Lord. Maybe some little form of punishment seems like a more serious word, but it can be that. Set straight, corrected. That's what it is. We are corrected. But when we are judged, we are chastened. We are corrected by the Lord, that we may not be condemned with the world, or corrected by our Lord Jesus. Okay. Do I want to read 33? Okay. Yeah. Some of this is pretty. It was a little hard for me to understand, but I got it, but it's hard for me to explain. Number 33, therefore, my brethren, when you come together to eat, wait for one another. But if anyone is hungry, this is the part. Let him eat alone, lest you come. Let him eat alone, lest you come. And the rest I will set in order when I come. Okay? I'm not going to pick that apart, but I would suggest that you do. That's 1 Corinthians 11, verse 34. Okay? That was the last verse. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pick up the guitar, and I'm going to show you this song I got chords to that I've been working on. Then we'll probably sing one before we get into. I'm gonna look at 2 Timothy. Is it 2 Timothy? Yeah, 2 Timothy. I've been wanting to do this for about a week or so. Anyway, we'll see how things go. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna set my coffee down. Let's pick up the guitar. I already tuned it up. We're gonna play for a while. Okay, now remember, this is called Jesus was born king. I'm practicing on my finger picking, and I haven't played. My fingers are like soft baby marshmallows right now. So, but I've been trying to get them toughened back up over the last week or so. So let's see if I can remember. I just picked it up this past week and started trying to figure out how I'm going to keep going in this song. I've been working on this for 4 or 5 months, 6 months now. No, maybe not 6, but it's been months trying to get my chords and stuff together. Here we go. Jesus was born king. There it is. Didn't get that one though. I'll get it for Liz. Really messing it up. Let's do it again. There we go. Now it flows when you get it. Get them fingers going up. That's not the words. Let's do it again. Okay, something like that. Anyway, I've been working on those chords for a while. Hey, just the facts, man's just said, "Hey, Richie. Hey, Dan, what's up? You want to come on tonight? Thanksgiving? Have a little chat if you want to. Why don't I go ahead and send you a link? If you don't want to come on, then that's okay. But I'll send you one. Anyone but put the guitar down for now. That was called Jesus Was Born King. So what I'll do is set the guitar down. We'll do another song later with some actual words. Remember, I need words to that one. Here we go. What are we going for? Okay, so let's. Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and let's invite some people. Well, what did I do over here? I don't want that. How do you get off of there? So we don't want no. We don't want none of that. Let's go. Forget about it. No. Come on. Let's go back to comments. There we go. We got it back. All right. I can't even believe it. I got it back. Let me just write on here. Dan, I'm gonna send you a link. Then I'll send it. Oh, I can put it right in the comments. Dan said I could put it in the comments. Well, all right. Here we go. Let's do it. Invite. See if that works for anybody. Copy. Okay. Okay, what do we do here? Oops, didn't work. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay. It says Gmail, it says Messenger. Okay, instruction for guests, upgrade if you need, copy. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and put it in Messenger for him. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Dan the Fax Man. Okay, just bear with me for a minute. Let me get a couple of links sent out. Maybe I can get somebody to come on. No, I don't want that. That didn't work. Okay, let's just get at it. Let's go out of here. Let's go. This says Facebook. I don't want Facebook. I want Messenger. Why didn't I get Messenger? We'll see what happens. Okay, it says Facebook, StreamYard. Okay, let's see. Can we get Messenger this time? No, it's not doing it. Okay, so we can't get Messenger. So that's kind of screwed up. I don't know why that's happening. Go off. Okay, how about if we just try to copy it and we copy. Let's just close that out. And then we go down here and we go. It's not working. Well, now I don't want to play with this all night long. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with my Messenger here. It's really never happened to me before, and I can't really keep on messing with it, I don't think. Upgrade 6 people or more and Messenger. Well, why don't we just go like this? Why don't we add this up here? I think I'm still on. And let's put Facebook Messenger. I don't know if I'm still on. Login. No, I don't want that. I want Facebook Messenger. No. Messenger. I'm going to put it right here. Here it is. No, not login Messenger, just Messenger. Let's go all the way across here. I'm farting around here. I know that. Let's try it, though. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm going around what happened because I don't know what's going on. I'll see what happens. I've been in worse dilemmas. What is this over here? I want to Wikipedia crap. Oh, Richard, why are you doing this to yourself? Wish me luck. Just wish me luck. Okay, I think we got Messenger here. Let me see if I can tie these now that I've got it in the background. If I can tie it together. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, I know all this shit. Shoot. Something happened over my updates and stuff and kind of got me messed up, probably. Okay, I know I'm just really messing up here. We're trying again. See what happens. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to log on it. Okay. 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 I may not be able to do this tonight. I don't know what happened. I got something got messed me all up. Let's get rid of Messenger right here. Paste it. How do you paste it? I can't get anybody on tonight. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I can get 6 people, but I can't get nobody on. I can't get nobody on. There you go. No, I didn't forget password. Oh, it's Yahoo. Oh, what is this? Eddings 818 Eddings. What happened? Eddings 818. Oh, so what do we want to do? We want to do a different password. But I shouldn't be able to have to do this. Here we go. Okay, password's my Google account. BASS56WORD. You can show the password right now. It's not bad. It's good. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't know what happened to my messenger. It makes no sense. Well, anyway, I've just pretty much messed up my whole show now. Have I? No, I haven't messed up my whole show. Anyway, Dan, I can't. Something's going on here. I can't get to my messenger, and I don't know how to do it. So, yes, it says down here on the bottom, having issues. Well, yes, I'm having issues. So anyway, I don't want to mess up my whole night. I basically want to say Happy Thanksgiving to y'all, and I'm going to go ahead and go into 2 Timothy. Don't look like we're going to have guests tonight because I can't get my messenger. And I don't know why. Okay, Here we go. Here's Timothy. 2 Timothy. I think we're going to look at chapter 2 first. Okay, maybe there wasn't. Let's go to chapter 3. Okay, I like this. This is very important for. I just want to tell whoever's watching me. I tried to invite guests, and something happened to me tonight. I don't know if you're watching, Dan, and I tried to get to send some links out, and I was unable to do it. So I don't know what happened. Royce in the house. Hey, Royce. I'm going to talk to you right here. I tried to send some links out, and I can't send them out. I don't know what happened. I invite, and I tried to go to Messenger. And you got any suggestions? I'm just messing around here. I'm on the invite guest thing, and I hit copy. And it was copied. And I go, and I can't paste it. It's not pasting nowhere. So anyway, I guess I was going to try to be on for a while and have guests, but I can't figure it out. You know. So I'm kind of stumped. You stumped the band on that one tonight. Anyway, hi, Royce. That's my brother Royce from Royce in the House. He's got a really good show. So I don't know what to do here. I want to. Oh, wait a minute. What's that other one? What's that other thing? I've been trying to figure out how to get somebody on here, but it's not. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. But I have to be in Messenger. I have to be in Messenger to list guests, don't I? That's what I can't get into. So, invite, copy link, then list guests. Okay, it says invite. Maybe we'll get it. Invite. Something happened on my last updates or something. Copy link. Then I'm going to Messenger. And it goes to Facebook. So it's not going to Messenger, it's going to Facebook, regular Facebook. Log in or create new account. Wowzers. Okay. Can't do nothing. I can't get on Messenger, so. Anywho. No, just hit invite. No, just hit invite on YouTube. Well, how am I going to hit invite on YouTube? I'm on StreamYard. How do you hit invite on YouTube if you're on StreamYard? You know? Is there something I'm missing? Are you with me still? Okay. I see what you're saying. I gotta. Okay. No, I don't understand. Here's invite. I'm going through the motions. Invite guests. There's the link. Wait, here we go. On your YouTube, invite, then copy, then messenger. Rich, on YouTube, hit invite. Yes, I know. I know it's not working. It's not working. You mean on StreamYard, don't you? On okay, invite. Now I get the same old screen. Says send this link to your guests. You may also work to share our instructions for guests. Okay, you can have up to 6 people. I know all this. I've done this. I've had people lots of times. Then I hit copy, invite guests, and I hit copy. Wait a minute. No, it's not going to let me do it. Copy. Copied. And I should be able to put it over here. Even over here, I should be able to put it, and I can't. I should be able to paste it without doing anything else right here. No. Okay. I'm not doing any good. You know what? I'm gonna I don't know, something happened to my whole messenger setup here, so I'm getting comments. I thought I could put it in the comments and somehow, but it won't even do that. Okay. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do here. Having issues? Yes. Okay. What can I do? I'm about ready to sign off, folks. I appreciate you coming on, and I'm not sure what happened, technical difficulties tonight, but I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I just pray for you all. You all have a wonderful long weekend, and we'll see you next time. Oh, that's my son's watching. Say, Rich, I wish I could get somebody to come on there. Can't do it. Let's see. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. What's this? This is not the normal. I'm still on. This is not the normal. Maybe I'll let's go ahead and log in. It says my password's wrong. So let's go. Try my password over again. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, continue. Okay, what the hell is it? Darn it. 321272. 3, 2, 2. Continue.
Wait a minute. Who's this?
The new password that is these 6 characters long. Okay, new password.
Happy? Pound. Hey, Happy. Calm down.
Oh, that's not what I want. Oh. Oh, darn it. W. W. O. R. D. Continue. Okay. Let's use a new one. Okay, let's go P E P P I E O G. Oh. Okay, here we go. I'm going with I'm going to close it out now. I want to log out. How about Messenger? I don't need it though. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I got one. I got it going. Royce, I had to go into Facebook and redo my password, and I got and I got into Messenger now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I got you a link out. I'm gonna see if Dan, the fax man, wants to come on. I don't know if he will, but he's out there. Dan. Dan. There he is, McNew. Dan McNew. Brand new. Dan McNews, brand new. What do we got? Anybody in the house? Okay, now let's go ahead and who's watching me now? Oh, it says I got one watcher. Oh, one waifu, Richie Eddings. Okay, can we send a link to Richie Eddings? Let's do that. I'm going to send you a link, Rich. I don't know if you got, I'm going to send it to Facebook Messenger. Maybe you can come on. Come on, talk to your old man on Thanksgiving. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. That's some good combos. Let's go. Put it right here. RICHIE. There he is. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm back on. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to go into I'm going to go into 2 Timothy chapter 3. Some good stuff in here. I like. Okay, 2 Timothy chapter 3. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come, for men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good. Wow. Traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. And from such people turn away. No kidding. For of this sort are those who creep into households and make captives of gullible women, loaded with sins, led away by various lusts, always learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now, as Jannes and Jambres resisted Moses, so do these also. So do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds disapprove concerning the faith. But they will progress no further, for their folly will be manifest, all as theirs also was. But you have carefully followed my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, and love and perseverance, persecutions, afflictions, which happened to me at Antioch and Iconium and Lystra, what persecutions I endured, and out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yes, and all who desire to live godly in Christ Jesus will suffer persecution. But evil men and impostors will grow worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But you must continue in the things which you have learned, and be assured of knowing from whom you have learned them. And that from childhood you have known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith, which is in Christ Jesus. See, we're getting back to where in the beginning, saved through faith, by grace, by the grace of Jesus, you're saved through faith. You're not out doing good deeds to get saved. You're saved through faith. Faith, believing in the Lord. All Scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, thoroughly equipped for every good work. I love that. Now I'm going to show you something in. This is all about Jesus, of course. All right, I'm going to show you something in. Let's see what in Corinthians. 1 Corinthians. Let's look at it. 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 15. Okay, this is the gospel. This is a short version of the gospel, uh, but it has everything in here that you need. Look like Royce in the house coming in. Come in, Royce. Come in, Royce. Okay, add the live stream.
Hey,
Hey, man, I was going
happy
through. You
Thanksgiving.
know what?
I, yeah,
I had to go.
and
I
and
had to
my
go to Facebook. I had to go to Facebook, reset my password, and then get back on Messenger. And I didn't know. I don't know. I just lucked out basically.
yeah,
Well, I didn't luck out. God's right here.
I heard you talking out loud doing all that, and then I
Was I
just
still looking?
discovered I
Could you
didn't
still
have.
see me? Could you still see
Yeah,
me?
I could still see you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went through all that to get it going again. I was just reading in. I don't know if you heard it. I was just reading in Second Timothy.
I didn't hear too much because I had my camera and earphones were both unplugged. I didn't know it.
Okay. Hey, we're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't
It
do
was just
nothing
neat.
this year, but we're going to do. Oh no, it didn't fall. I see. I got new props. I got a banner
Oh,
hanging here.
yeah. Right on.
It says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That's Philippians 4:13. I always use that one. It's a great one to use. Let's see. Do you want me to put us up bigger? What do you think? Let's see what it looks like.
Whatever you think.
Since there's only two of us, I sent a thing out to Dan. I don't know if he's going to come on or not.
Yeah, I saw he was the first one to comment, said hi to you.
Right. Then he abandoned me. Don't abandon me, Dan. Come on. There, I'll go
Hey, you
back
know
to the
what?
other one.
I'm fine. I'm fine with smaller.
Okay, I'm going back to small right now.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Can see every blemish. No.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I got a little scripture in. I played the song I've been working on. I mean, I only have the chords, right?
Okay.
I played it in the beginning. You'll have to watch it to
Okay.
see. I did the song before. I kind of screwed up a little bit. I'm getting my finger picking going. I'm not used to finger picking,
Gotcha.
I've been practicing a little bit, not very much, but I'm going to keep on going until I can just, do it.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
Oh, good.
So I've been talking. I talked to our cousin Michael, the pastor, a little bit
Oh, you did.
a few weeks ago. I told him after we got through the lady my wife was taking care of, or we were taking care of. When I got through that, we'd set up another show. And he
Okay.
said,
How's
"Hey,
Miley doing?
she's just it's real iffy right now." I thought she was feeling seemed like she was feeling better today, but toward the afternoon she was, back down again. So, but I'm here. She calls me whenever she needs something, and I'm hoping she gets a little strength back. She has a hard
Oh,
time
yeah.
eating anything. She has a hard time eating anything and stuff because of the medication is just real toxic, real strong. Even though
Yeah.
it's going into her fatty tissue in her belly, which she has hardly none left now. She's lost so much weight. Uh, it pumps into there, but it's still when it gets in the bloodstream, it still has side effects.
Right. I can
So
imagine. Yeah.
and it's been really rough this past. I don't know. It's been months now, but here this last month, it's been really bad, really rough. So
Okay.
we're thinking about going to the last phase of what you can do for this problem, but I'll explain that to you another time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, let's see. You everything you were talking about for me to try to get a guest on, I was doing, and it
Right.
just wasn't working. It just wouldn't
This wasn't
go
working.
to where I needed to list the names.
Right.
It
Right.
would go to Facebook and say, "You got to log in." So I log in. It said your password's no good.
Oh, jeez.
It was one of them deals,
Yeah. No,
really, really bad.
I've definitely got my Facebook problems.
Oh yeah. So anything
You
you
know.
want to talk about, or anything? Have you been thinking about anything
No.
along
Well,
the
I
line
don't
of what
know.
I'm doing
Let's
here?
see. Let's see. I don't know. Just been thinking about family a lot and stuff, and
Right. Yeah, me
You
too.
know, sometimes families, sometimes you just don't understand why things turned out the way they did. You know what I mean?
I know. It's very
We've
hard
got
to
we've got
understand.
family members we're kind of estranged from that don't talk to us, and I went to, my oldest daughter's always been difficult, and her husband's mom died, and so I thought, well, maybe, just maybe, they're in town, and I would go over there because they won't let us see our grandchild.
Oh,
And so I
wow.
went over there and knocked on the door, and he answered,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Leave, just leave," and I'm
Oh
like,
my
"Okay."
gosh.
I'm like,
Talk
"Okay,
about a
whatever."
grudge, huh?
I go out and I
Oh,
get in my car, and he comes running out and leans his head in the window and says, you've been trying to ruin my show. You've been trying to steal all my customers from my show, get them on your show, and you need to be careful because I know people. And he goes,
what?
when I saw that thing you put on Facebook, he says, I wanted to slit your throat. This is my son-in-law. And
Wow, it sounds like a real happening dude, huh?
oh God, you have no idea. And
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He's threatened to slit my other son-in-law's throat for saying that his daughter, my granddaughter, stole the show at some little concert where she got up on stage and sang with somebody on stage. And her dad was really proud, saying, "Oh, my daughter stole the show." I said the same thing. And
Yeah.
this guy calls him up and says, "Hey, how dare you disrespect all my friends that were, in the bands by saying your daughter stole the show. Next time you see me, you better get down on your knees and beg forgiveness, or I'll slit your throat." And
Oh, so
my
he's
son-in-law,
asking he's acting like he's able to be like Jesus or something. Talk
I
about a
just the
talk
guy, the
about a
guy's
false
just the guy's absolute toxic freak, and that's what my daughter's married to.
he's on the
So we
coattails of
don't see
an
our great.
antichrist.
He says, "We're all dead to you. We want nothing to do with you."
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
trip.
So anyway, it makes it kind of harder on the holidays. Amber's always played this game with us, trying to keep our grandkids from us if she wasn't getting her way.
Jeez. Isn't Alexis Amber's daughter?
Yeah, yeah. And Amber,
Yeah,
Amber, and Alexis has nothing to do with her mom. She said, if you're friends with my mom on Facebook, you can
yeah,
cancel
I
me
think I'm
right
friends
now.
with her too. I've been watching her things she's putting on and making a comment here and there.
Yeah, yeah. No, I saw some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I said,
She
amen.
just,
It looks like she's a believer.
oh, absolutely, big time.
Yeah, because she's the way she talks and stuff. So yeah,
Oh
I was
no,
glad to
yeah,
see
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, she wants nothing to do with her mom and Stefan. She just said they're the most toxic people she knows. She made a Facebook post bad mouthing them. Said, if you like them, you can just cancel me right now because I want nothing to do with you. They're the most toxic people I know, and they really are.
What is the deal? You'd think.
They're just both crazy. I'm telling you. I'm not exaggerating. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, they probably don't won't never watch my show, but but
No.
there was something that oh gosh, what was it? I'd love to read this one thing to you. You'd like it. Let's see. I think it may be right. It might be right here. Wait, what is it? It could be right here. It was. Let me see. Get off of there. Okay, let's try. What is this? Uh, it was a deal where. Stop it. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll look it up. Keep talking. So they're really off the on the dark side, huh?
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
What's his
Like,
name?
we've got a 7-year-old granddaughter will probably grow up without ever seeing again. And when they lived here, he told me the funnest times he's had since he moved up here is when he was hanging out with me.
The
And
guy
then
that's doing all this?
yeah, and then he
Oh
starts
my
booking all
God.
these concerts at this winery, and he
Unbelievable.
starts acting like he's walking on water. Whole
Let me
personality.
just talk this thing in and then I'll we don't battle flesh and blood. Okay, let's see where it takes me. Oh, I am right. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. So I don't get why people get that way and they can't let go of it.
No, they can't let go of it. I don't either. I don't either because I'm not like that.
Wow.
I could let go of it just instantly with just any kind of a reunification, you know?
Right. You know what? I've had people. I'll admit that I've had people that have done things to me. I've done things to people too. Don't get me wrong, but things that were so crappy that
Yeah,
I don't even know see how they could do it. Right.
right.
And I thought I felt like I was carrying a baseball bat around for a while in case I saw
Right,
him.
right. Yeah.
Seriously, because I didn't
Oh,
know
I
what they
know.
were going to do. Right.
Right,
So I had a T-ball baseball bat, the shorter ones, nice aluminum,
right,
real lightweight. Handle it real easy. Do some damage though, right?
right,
And
right,
it was solid little aluminum bat, and I carried around this truck I had, so I could just in case, man, because I was really, I mean, it wasn't didn't take over my whole life, but I was really pissed because I couldn't
right,
understand it. I couldn't understand. I mean, I just couldn't understand it. But anyway, let me read this,
right.
and this is what we're dealing with right here. This is what we're dealing with
Okay.
seriously. Now, for one thing, for a little while there, I was praying on putting on the whole armor of God, right? Have you ever heard about the armor of God? You probably heard about it.
I
The
think I've
armor of
heard
God,
about it. Yeah.
the armor of God is a spiritual armor because God is a spirit, right? So
Right.
you can ask for the spiritual armor of God, but we'll get to that in a minute. But so Ephesians 6 number 11 says, I'm going to skip the beginning yet. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Now, does that kind of make some sense to you about what's going on?
Yeah. Sure.
Toxic. I mean, what other explanation is there
There isn't.
why somebody would do that? That's
They're just
evilness
really.
that's evilness that they've got working on them, and they're battling that, but now it turns into a battle for you too.
Well, Rich. I mean, I don't want to. I know this is a live show. Who knows who's going to watch it later?
Yeah.
But they kind of alienate everybody that's ever been a friend of theirs. They wind up saying bad things about them. And just they just don't like really anybody. To be honest with you.
That's that. I mean,
They're kind of celebrity obsessed. I mean, I think that's why my daughter, fell in love with this guy is because he played in a band on Sunset Strip. It was just a club band that played once a week, but it was a popular band. And any given night, people from big bands might come in and sit with him. So he knew a lot of people.
oh,
And
okay.
this was like a big thing for her, knowing a lot of people, those kind of
Oh,
people.
okay.
Yeah, and yeah,
But those I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them are, if you want, are really extremists to the radical left, the wokeness of the world.
uh-huh,
All the stuff that we can't understand that's going on, like all the stuff to where they're teaching kids in school and everything else that they're trying to tell parents that they can't have any control over what they're teaching them in school and all this crap. And we're talking
right.
about young children.
Oh, they're telling them they can pick their gender once they reach a certain age. I mean, come on. You're
People
born
are
with a
fighting
gender.
5-year-old. They're talking about it. 5 years old saying little girl says she wants to be a boy, or little boy says she wants to be a girl. At 5 or 6 years old, oh well, we better start working on that.
That's just
Give
crazy
me a
stuff.
break. I mean,
Right.
that is insane. And this is what I'm talking about.
That really is insane.
It's all that evil stuff that's and it's in the world even heavier now
Yeah,
than I think it's ever been in my lifetime.
right.
And so anyway,
Yeah, no, if you're an adult and you want to switch your sex or whatever, I mean, you're an adult, you've thought it through, you've lived life experiences. That's your choice, and I don't begrudge anybody, but they shouldn't. I don't really think they should be telling little tiny kids or
no.
encouraging it with them.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
when their
barely
minds
learning
are
their ABCs. They just
when
learned
their
their
minds are
ABCs,
still
man.
minds are still developing and stuff. Yeah.
Check it out. They just learned their ABCs. Now they're teaching them LGBTQ. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah,
You know
totally.
what? That's just a joke, but I'm just that's like
No, you
something.
know what? And like I said, when it comes to adults, I mean,
It don't matter.
I've had a lot of gay friends and stuff, and I don't think two things about it. I mean, I've got neighbors and friends that
Right.
I've built homes for and everything like that
Well,
that are
I've
gay. And
worked with them in Vegas at
in
casinos.
fact, I'm so oblivious to that kind of stuff. I was building in the early '90s a nice custom home just up here by me on some
Right.
acreage for a couple of gay guys, and subcontractors, electricians, plumbers, tile guys kept saying to me, "Are they gay?" And I say, "No. What makes you say that?" Well, it's two guys, and they're building this house together. They live together. And I said, "Well,
Right.
so what?" I said, "When I was a teenager, I had like roommates. If you're not married, you feel like having roommates, share
Right.
expenses and stuff." You know what I'm saying? I was just completely oblivious. I mean, I just don't even.
You didn't give it a second thought, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to analyze anything like that. There's
Well,
some funny stories though, and then one day while we're still working there, kind of coming in doing some last things, somebody saw them in bed together, and then
oh,
I'm in there a few years later putting an addition on the house. Just kind of a funny story. And I had
oh,
this English electrician. He goes, Royce, you got to come here, Royce. And so I go in there to this like little office he's in, and there's this calendar on the wall of buff nude guys that are all muscular and stuff,
oh
completely nude.
no.
And he's laughing and he's picking up pages, showing me. And I'm standing there kind of laughing. And the pin pulls out of the wall and the calendar falls behind the desk just as the door opens and they come walking in.
Oh
Uh,
no.
in the other room, and you see two guys down on their hands and knees trying to find that calendar and pin it back up so they don't know we were looking at it.
Oh shoot, that's funny, man. They just
It's
thought it
fun.
fell.
Pardon me?
They just thought it fell.
Well, no, it did fall, but we scrambled and we're putting the
Oh,
pin
you
in just
guys were trying to get it pinned back up.
pin back up. Yeah.
Oh no. What did they do? Oh, you're looking at our calendar, huh? No.
No, we got it pinned up and turned around like everything was normal when they walked in the room.
Oh dear. That's a good one. That's funny.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That's
And
hilarious, man.
another funny story. So okay, so everybody in the neighborhood knows that they're gay, right? No big thing. Nobody gave a shit. They went out for nightly walks in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So one day the
Right?
twins, Nicole and Erica, went for a little hike in the neighborhood. They go jogging at night in the neighborhood, and our little dog Dakota went with them. And Dakota ran over to Frank and just leaped through the air and bit him right in the crotch.
Oh
And he
dear.
calls me up on the phone and he goes, Royce, you son of a bitch. Now, this guy's I built the house for. And he says,
Yeah.
Royce, you son of a bitch. If it was anybody but you, I'd sue your ass off. Your
Oh
dog bit me
no.
and it broke the skin and all this stuff. He calls me and I'm like, oh man, Frank, I'm so sorry. I'm just apologizing. And I was sorry.
Yeah.
My
Well,
dog
yeah.
hadn't done that to anybody before. So anyway,
Well,
so
that's
as the
weird. The
story
dog may have known something,
well, as the story goes on, he calls
right?
me 2 or 3 times and just rips my ass. If it was
Oh
anybody but
dear.
you, I'd sue your ass,
Oh
because we were
no.
all friends. And
Right.
so about 3 days later, I'm in my little Jeep and I'm driving up to the top of the street, and here he is walking. So this is an opportunity for me to in person say how apologize,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So I'm leaning out the Jeep window. I go, Frank, man, I just want you to know how sorry I am. And he goes, look what your dog did. And he has sweatpants on. We're standing right out in public.
Oh no.
I'm pulled. I'm pulled. I'm kind of stopped in my lane, pulled over just a little bit, and he's standing more in the roadway talking to me. He goes, look what your dog did. He pulls his pants all the way down to his knees, completely exposing himself. Well, I'm leaning out the window to see what my dog did to him. And he said, it looks like I'm
Oh
checking.
dear.
It looks like I'm checking him out. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
good. That's a good one.
And all of a sudden, these two ladies in the neighborhood hit their brakes and they're going like this. They're like, their mouths are wide open and their eyes are about that big. And they're like, what the hell's Royce checking out the gay guy for with his
Oh
pants pulled down?
no.
I
They
tell
all
you what,
knew about it.
I wanted to
Yeah.
kill that dog. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Blame it on the dog, man.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no,
So
it
did
was
you
kind
guys
of
have
funny.
Thanksgiving at home today?
Huh?
Did you guys cook at home today?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a little turkey, not a big one. It was under 12 pounds, but we had a spiral ham that was bigger than the turkey, really.
Oh
And
gosh,
then
that's
Betty
good.
made, I mean, the normal stuff, mashed
Right,
potatoes with gravy and cranberry sauce and some kind of a green bean thing and
right.
some other dishes, and pumpkin pie. And I ate so much, I was just like, I thought I was going to explode.
Yeah, we I almost Miley was just sick, and I went out and just I went over to I didn't cook, so I went over to a place to a church, and they were giving out they just giving whoever walked in boxes of stuff. Boxes, not it wasn't
Yeah.
no big deal, it wasn't no big
Right.
thing. They gave you a turkey sandwich and as potato salad, coleslaw, uh,
Yeah.
then they gave you pie. It was just a little thing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just went and cruised through there. I found it online, and we'll probably do it for Christmas, you know. And then
Yeah.
then about halfway through the day, I thought, well, after that, that would happen like at 11:30 in the morning,
Okay.
and I thought it was at St. Joseph Catholic Church. It wasn't even that busy.
Huh.
There was really not very many people at all hanging around there, you know?
I
It was
see.
surprised me. But then I thought, you know what? I want to go, maybe I'm gonna go get something to cook. This is like about like about 2 o'clock. I about went to the store and did it. But it's we'll catch up Christmas. It's no big
Yeah.
deal. I mean, if Donovan's really not we wouldn't have had been sitting at the table eating and having dinner and stuff. It just wouldn't have been
Yeah.
a big family thing with her sick and stuff. So we held off,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So anyway, we didn't. We just I just Brandon did that for the heck of it. It wasn't bad. It was a nice little Thanksgiving lunch, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Betty used to volunteer downtown at Loaves and Fishes. She'd go
oh
in and put
really?
these like food boxes or bags or baskets or whatever they were together. And like a lot of homeless people and people that were really down on their luck would come in and get them. And they
Right.
even
I
gave,
expected a lot more people there.
they even accepted like dry dog foods and stuff like that. And a lot of people would
Oh
show
yeah,
up with their stuff and they'd have dog food for them too.
that's great. They do
Yeah.
that around here, different places too. There's right up the street, about a mile. There was a restaurant called Baldsy's Guest Restaurant, and they were giving away free Thanksgiving dinner from 11 to 1 or 2. Just you just walk in, you can sit, but you had to go walk in, sit down, and eat. It was a
Hey,
tradition. The guy that
let me ask you a question. Something I was reading about, when you're on the screen like this. If I look at right now, I'm looking at my camera. Does it look like I'm looking at you when I'm looking at my camera?
you're looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'm looking right directly into my camera, which is at the top of my monitor. Or now I'm gonna switch from looking at my camera to looking at you right now. And which way looks like I'm looking at you right now or when I'm looking at my camera?
Okay, well, let me do it
Okay.
before we do. Okay, I'm looking at my camera right now. Hey, Royce, what's up? Does it look like I'm looking directly at you?
It looks like you're looking upward a little bit,
See, that's
but
what you
not
look like. That's what you look like too.
okay. So now just
Now,
look at me. Now you're looking at
okay,
me now, right?
now I'm looking at you and talking.
And now that looks more normal to me.
Okay,
Okay. That's what I was
okay.
trying to
So now,
figure out.
when you were looking at were you looking at yourself or me when you were talking?
Right now I'm looking at you. Okay, now right now I'm gonna look at the camera. Right now I'm looking at the camera.
Yes, it
Staring
looks
right.
like you're looking up.
Okay, okay. So I need
It's
to just
more
be looking
normal.
at
It kind of looks, and when you're looking at the screen,
yeah.
it kind of looks like you're looking at yourself or the or the, but it kind of looks like you're looking at the person too.
Yeah,
Like right
yeah.
now, you look like you're looking at me.
Yeah, and I am. I just have my head tilted slightly, but I'm looking right
Yeah,
at you.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out. I read something about that, how you didn't need to be looking right at the people, or right at the camera to so get a better connection with people. But it looks like all I have to do is just look at who I'm talking at, and it comes out fine.
Yeah, Miley asked me a while back, why are you looking at yourself all the time? I'm like, I thought that's how you did it. I thought that's what the monitor was for. You
Okay,
just
now
you'd have to
right now, okay, wait. Right now I'm looking at myself. Does it look like I'm looking at you or myself?
looks more like you're looking at yourself.
Okay.
So it
All
does
right.
make a difference if I look at you. Do it might look like I'm looking at you?
Yes.
Okay, if I look at myself, it looks like I'm looking at myself.
It looks like you're looking at yourself, right?
That's weird.
That is weird.
That is for
Anyway, so I guess I've been okay because I'm always looking at whoever I'm talking to.
That's good. Yeah. You guys
But if
look
it's
like
for
it's pretty good. You know, when I watch your show, everybody looks like they're kind of doing their thing,
like it's working, yeah.
like it's
Okay.
working. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I
a
finally
fun
got a
one on.
halfway decent. I got a halfway decent picture tonight. It's not perfect, but it's better than it has been.
No, it's
You
really
know.
good. We had a fun show on Sunday, and I never had so many views at the end of the show as I did on Sunday. I had a lot of views at the end of the show, and
That's nice. It's like 300 and something, wasn't it?
well, not at the very end of the show, but it was like a day later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I got. Oh, you know what? I saw on Facebook today that Chad McCall, Kurt McCall, and my friend
yeah,
Kurt. He
yeah,
knew Chad.
yeah.
I One of the youngest brother died. Danny
No, wait.
McCall.
No, Chad was the one my age,
Chad was your age. Kurt was my age. But
right?
and Danny was I don't know behind Kurt, but he was he's probably 60 years old now, but or over.
Yeah,
But he
yeah, yeah.
died like in the last couple of days. That they had pictures of the funeral on Facebook, or they had the funeral in the last few days.
Okay. Well, that's
That
too
really
bad.
made I
I
tried to.
tell you the one thing about Chad McCall, and I think the same with your friend too, his younger brother,
Mhm.
is just about the nicest guys you ever met. I mean, they
I know, man.
never had an ill word to say about anybody. They were just always upbeat and pleasant.
The whole family was like that.
Were they?
Danny and Susie were a little bit more outspoken, but they grew out of that. I knew him when they were small, and then I knew Danny when he was older. He was a little crazy, but he was a nice guy. A
Did
little
you
bit
know
different than Chad. A little bit more. I'm not going to say. How do you say it? A little bit more stronger of a personality than Chad and Kurt. You know.
Okay. Well,
So
who was I going to mention? Are you friend with all the Larsons?
it's just Danny Larson.
Yeah, I was friends with
I mean,
Danny, but
on Facebook,
I'm also friends with.
Kenny. I used to see Kenny Larson around town once in a while.
Well, I mean on Facebook, but I'm also
Just
friends
Danny
with.
Larson. That's it.
Okay, Kathy and Doris too.
You
And for a
got
while,
you got them as
Nancy,
friends.
yeah, for a while,
All right.
Nancy, their mother, I was friends with her too.
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Kenny, I think Kenny and I were friends for a short period of time, and then I don't think he ever comes on Facebook.
Probably not. So I got a
Yeah,
few friends that I'd never see on there. In fact, I've been trying to find Kurt. His wife was in the pictures at the funeral. Kurt wasn't there. I'm just gonna have to call the number I have for his house and see if he still has the same number. He might have the same
yeah,
number after all these years. I know his number.
right.
I still remember it.
I
So
tell you, more and more of my classmates are dying and stuff. I mean, Joe, Tommy Workman's younger brother, Billy and Joe. Joe was the
he
youngest one.
died,
He
didn't he?
died.
What
Yeah.
happened to him?
Well, all I know he was hanging around with Bobby Simmons,
Right?
and Bobby Simmons was with him or something when it happened. Is
No
what his
kidding.
brother Billy was telling me, or had been with him, but nobody ever really said.
Right.
So it leaves you with your suspicions, just because of
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah. You never know.
it's
That's too
really a
bad.
shame, that Workman family. They had a tough life.
I guess.
I
I
mean,
remember the family. Betty Workman seemed like she was
oh no,
pretty decent.
I really like Betty. I like Don too.
Yeah. He was crazy. He's a character, but he
Yeah.
seemed okay when he wasn't didn't get too drunk.
when he didn't get
He
too
was
drunk.
always he was drinking all the time, but she
Well,
didn't.
remember him and Dad used to fly around in his Navion
Oh
airplane,
yeah, just all crazy
and
in
they
the
would like
plane.
do circles over the neighborhood and hold beer cans out and stuff. And our
Oh,
mothers would be standing in the middle of the street
was
crying,
freaking out,
hugging
right?
each other. They figured they weren't going to live, you know.
I remember that. That was funny. They'd come flying over, and the whole neighborhood would be out
Yeah,
watching.
I know.
Our dad told me about one time they thought they were going to have to crash land.
Right? I can imagine. Well,
He
one
said
time they took
he had his
both.
hand on the door, ready to jump out. You know.
One time they took both families, their family and our. There must have been 9 people in the plane, and tried to take off in that little Navion. It was really having a hard time getting off the ground, and it finally did. And we flew around a little bit with about 9 people in that 4-passenger plane.
Wasn't me. I wasn't there.
You weren't?
I don't. I remember ever doing that. Probably
Yeah,
not. I probably wasn't in on that one. 9 people. Jeez.
yeah. Oh my God, it was crazy.
He must have did. He had a twin engine, didn't he? Or
No,
was it just regular?
no,
It
it
was
was a
regular.
single engine. It was an old military Navy trainer, a Navion they called him.
Oh, but he didn't even have a pilot's license or nothing.
He never had a pilot's license, and the plane never had an annual inspection done.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah.
He probably worked on his own plane, you know.
Tommy told me when Don died that, it was up to him to try to, sell all that stuff. He wound up selling the plane and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they still had it when Don died.
What happened to Betty? Did she die before Dawn?
No, I think she lived a lot longer than I
Oh,
think.
okay.
But nobody at least will admit where Tommy is.
Yeah.
I
Think he
heard
might
all
be in
kinds of.
prison or something?
Well, yeah, that's what Billy said. One of the things they heard was he was in San Quentin, and I tried to look it up, but they said he had a lot of aliases. Tommy used to get in trouble, and I think it
Yeah.
got worse as he got older.
So I guess that's how he made it. Just
Well, you know what? Tommy came to live with me when I was in Long Beach.
I
It
know
didn't
you said
start out
something
that
about
way. I moved down there with my friends my age, and
right.
Rothstein and different people. Claude was one of the originals. Claude and Walt Hall. Claude
Hmm.
Cox and Walt Hall, and the three of us all moved down together. And Walt stayed for a long time. Claude left a little sooner and joined the Navy. But Tommy was living in Venice, and I went up and hung out with him a couple of times, and he'd come down. The next thing I knew, he moved in with me, and then I went home to Henderson for about 6 months. I left Long Beach,
Uh-huh.
and what happened after that is I went back to California. A couple of years had gone by. I got married. Our first daughter got born. I'd probably been married for like 3 years.
Right.
Because we didn't Betty didn't get pregnant until a couple of years after we got
Uh-huh.
married. All of a sudden, it's like late at night. I get a knock on the door, and it's Tommy Workman. It's him. It's him. His girlfriend's brother, and his girlfriend, all looking for a place to stay. You
Oh
know,
dear.
and I
Yeah.
mean, times have changed. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
working. I'm at 4:30 in the morning, leaving for work. I got a baby in the house. I mean, I'm past all that 18, 19-year-old
Oh
Long
yeah.
Beach, Long Beach
Yeah, that's
apartment
tough,
stuff.
man.
And they like come in, and it was just like, we just need a place to live. And it's like I couldn't just like slam the door. I said, well, come in. As soon as we get jobs, we'll get our own place. And then Tommy
Right.
wasn't trying real hard to get a job. They were just living there. And then finally they got a job in some mobile home factory where they made trailers inside the factory.
Right.
And so they got a job there, and then no time at all, they'd moved out to their own apartment. And after about a month, I got a phone call. It's like, Tommy. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, I need help. I'm in jail. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, me and my friend, the guy that he moved up here with, we broke into a coin store.
Oh
I
my
guess they
gosh.
climbed up on the roof and found a way to get in, and they were stealing all these collectible coins and everything. And apparently there was guns in that coin store, and he said the guns were already in the coin store, that they didn't bring them with them. But when the police got there, they had guns on them. And so, they got arrested for being armed, doing a burglary armed, and all this stuff.
Oh crap.
And it's like there wasn't a whole lot I could do about that, man. I mean,
No.
I'm not making that much. I'm living from paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
It was like back in the days, you put some $20 worth of gas in your car, bought $20 worth of groceries. You're lucky if you had $20 left till you got paid next week, you know.
That's right.
And
Okay.
Tommy had a good job. He had an uncle in Huntington Beach, and the guy was some pretty big manager at some place and got Tommy a job there when he had his Venice apartment. And I didn't know what to do, so I just called him, you know, told him Tommy needed help. He wasn't happy
Yeah.
about that later when he finally got out that I called his uncle. But there was nothing I could do for him, you know.
Right. Did his uncle get him out,
I
or
think his
just leave
uncle
him?
went ahead and bailed him out and stuff, huh?
Oh, he bailed him out.
Yeah. But there was always that kind of stuff with him, if you remember, you know.
I didn't really know that about Tommy because I was a lot younger, so I didn't go through any of that.
Oh, well,
I didn't know
one
what he was doing. I remember he went to Spring Mountain, but
yeah, well, one time we got in line at the Henderson Theater, and you were with me, but you were young, and all his
yeah.
little brothers and Robin and his two little brothers were there, and we were taking
Uh-huh.
them all to the movies. This big long line all the way down to the drugstore. We bought our candy
Right.
juice,
Yeah.
and one of Tommy's junior high school friends shows up, and Tommy looks at me and he goes, "Hey, Royce, watch the kids. We're going to go down to the drugstore and steal yo-yos." And I'm like, "Hey, well, get me one too," you know. So next thing I know, Betty shows up, his mom, and wants to know if I'll go ahead and take the kids to the show. And I said, "Sure, where's Tommy?" Well, he got arrested for stealing yo-yos.
Oh my gosh, that's so
No,
stupid.
that happened a lot. Another time he had this great job. You know, he was one of the best artists I've ever met.
Oh yeah, I know.
He had this great job at this art place, you know, that did advertising and stuff. And I could just see that
Right.
was a great fit for him. And the owner really liked him. You know, Tommy was very likable.
Uh-huh.
And the owner of the art place really liked him, but they were union, and the union went on strike. And so next thing you know, they're all out in front of the building, you know, on strike, protesting better wages and whatever. And all of a sudden, the building catches on fire, and come driving around from the backside where the fire started was Tommy.
Oh
He got
no.
he got blamed for starting the fire. He got fired, and the guy Tommy telling me the story, right? He goes, you know what? And the guy, I mean, this guy really liked me. We were friends. The guy that owned the company,
Right.
and the guy told him, he said, Tommy, you know, you had a home here. We really liked you. You could have worked here as long as you wanted. You know, got advancements and stuff. And
Right.
he goes, well, why'd you set my goddamn building on fire? You know, I mean, who does
So
that?
he did set it on fire.
Well, I guess he was accused of it. I mean, I don't, you know, maybe he
Right.
did. You know, probably he did. You know,
Yeah.
but it's
That's
like,
crazy.
I mean, come on. You're on strike. You don't burn the building down for your employee of your employers that you're friends with, you know.
Wow, that's just
But
insane,
I mean,
huh?
it was always stuff like that, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I heard some pretty crazy stuff. You know, well, Robin got murdered,
Right. I heard that.
and I was on Facebook one time, and there was a bunch of people talking back and forth, the Henderson type crowd, and one of them said, well, Tommy murdered or killed the guy that killed Robin and went to prison. So that was the first time I'd heard that. But that was absolutely something Tommy would have done, you know, if he knew who killed his sister.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you know, I don't know what's true and what's
That
not.
happened. She was real young when that happened, right? She wasn't very old at all. I mean, she was maybe
Yeah,
what, 18 or 17 or 18 or something? Maybe
I don't know.
that.
She got married. She got married really young.
Right.
I'm not sure
Was it
how
her
old.
husband that killed her?
That's what I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some crazy stuff.
So that may have been what happened to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the wedding, Tommy got in a fist fight in front of everybody with the husband.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. At the wedding?
Yeah, Tommy says, I want you to take care of my sister, this, that, and the other, kind of like,
Right. Wow. You're frozen. You're frozen. I'm gonna go to a
but I'm not,
what did
I'm
I
not
do?
plugged in. I have a long cable here and I roll it out down the hallway and plug it
Yeah.
directly into my router. Even though it's Wi-Fi, you get much better signal when you're plugged directly in.
Yeah. I got my laptop plugged directly in the tower now.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going in and out of focus and getting all kinds of weird stuff, and
All kinds of weird stuff, voice,
yeah, so
everything.
I
Yeah.
just it's way better now, but for
It's
the
way better.
live stream
Like I
anyway.
said, mine's not plugged in. I mean, if it keeps doing this, I'll probably unroll it. But
Yeah,
if it stays like this, I'm good with it.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna take off anyway. I've been
Okay.
on for a long time. I've messed around with that stuff for 20
Right.
minutes. I was getting ready to sign off, and I thought, well, I'm gonna keep on trying. So
Oh
that
man,
might show
you've been on for an hour and 32 minutes. I just noticed.
right. I think
Wow,
that's
I had
enough.
no idea.
Well, I've spent
Okay,
probably 20 or 30 minutes on that
I
messing
know.
around with stuff.
Messing around to
Okay,
get
Royce.
yeah. Okay,
We'll
Richie,
see
take it
everybody
easy.
later, and
Happy
God bless
Thanksgiving.
y'all.
Say hi to
Huh?
Miley. Okay. Say
Okay,
hi
I
to
will.
Miley. Okay,
No
bye.
problem. I will. Let's see. End the broadcast. Like to say goodbye to everybody and happy Thanksgiving. And I'm sorry about all that delay and everything that happened during my show, and I was trying to get my brother on. But God bless y'all. I love you, and hope you have a great Thanksgiving weekend. And I'll see you next time. And it won't be so long this time. Okay. Goodbye for now.